This video was made possible by the EA Creator Network. Hi guys, welcome back to another speed build in the Sims 4. I'm Kiko Builds, and for today's video we are building on a 20 by 15 lot in NordHaven or NordHaven. That's the world that came with the expansion pack businesses and hobbies. We're building a small culinary school on a 20 by 15 lot in the neighborhood of Iverstead. Iverstead is the neighborhood that is more industrial and modern compared to the other neighborhood where we have more traditional style houses. We have townhouses in that other neighborhood, and here I'm building a house. I mean, the building that I'm building right now is more in the style of a Scandinavian style house, and this is because in this neighborhood we have a mix of Scandinavian style houses or townhouses or buildings, and also some industrial buildings. We also have on the side of this a very modern building on the side of this lot here. So I decided the first lot that I've built, the first build that I built in this neighborhood, particular neighborhood, was the botanist shop, and it was pretty much in the industrial style. And now I decided that I wanted to build something in the Scandinavian style. I really do love the Scandinavian style as a whole. I love the clean lines, the gabled roof. As you can see, it's pretty much minimalistic on the outside for those kind of architecture styles, and I really love them. But yeah, this is a small cooking school, as I was saying. And so if you decide to download it, you will have your Sims will be able to, your Sims will run this business, and what the customers will be able to do in this little cooking school or culinary school, they will be able to come and cook, bake, also buy items. We will talk about this a little in more details further in the video. The build will be available for you to download on the gallery under my ID Kiko_builds as usual, and I will also place the direct link to the tray files for you to be able to download this build directly into your game. You also still can use my creator code KikoBuilds at checkout if you want to support my channel. It's very much appreciated, and a big thank you to everyone who has used my creator code so far. So in this house we have 4 floors in total. So because it's a 20 by 15 lot, it's very small, so I had to build vertically to add space. So we have 3 floors above ground, and we also have one basement downstairs. First of all, when I did this, when I went in with this build, I just had in mind maybe creating kind of a Scandinavian style house, and I only had 2 floors in mind first of all, but I realized that this would be very small, too small to be able to fitting everything, because you need a lot of countertop spaces for your Sims to, your clients actually, your customers, to be able to cook. So this would mean that I would have to have maybe a studio apartment upstairs, and even then I didn't have enough space downstairs for a classroom, I realized, because I absolutely needed a classroom to use the whiteboard that we get that came with the expansion pack. And so I had to build a basement for the classroom, and also the toilets for the clients as well. And also I decided to go up one more floor, so we have 3 floors above ground, as I told you, because I didn't want to make a studio apartment. This time around I wanted to have an apartment for a little family, so I had to build 2 floors for them. So basically we have the ground floor is for the school, the basement also is for the school, and upstairs the 2 floors above are for the family, with 2 bedrooms on the top floor, and everything else on the on the second floor. We have actually 3 bedrooms in this apartment upstairs, because I made an office space, but with it's like an office slash spare bedroom, guest room. Yeah, I love doing this when I don't have a lot of space. Anyway, to come back to this Scandinavian style and the Scandinavian looks, what I was saying is that what I love about the Scandinavian looks is especially those gable roofs with those 2 panels that go down from the roof to the floor, and I really love this about those kind of houses. And what we have also in the Scandinavian the Scandinavian architecture like that is that we have very simple and clean lines. It's very much minimalistic, as I was saying in the beginning, and also we have a lot of natural light coming in. As you could see, we have a lot of bay windows, floor to ceiling windows, and I also placed skylight above, and a skylight with that is directly above the parents' bedroom on the 3rd floor. So, and also for the exterior and also for the interior, if I'm not mistaken, I used a lot of natural material, quotes and quotes, natural materials. That's what you find also in the Scandinavian style. A lot of maybe stones are used, and also neutral woods, wood tones and woods. So I used wood panels, wood sidings on the exterior, but also I used the brick walls on the main building that is 3 floors high. I used the brick walls that came with the expansion pack, but they are not the raw bricks like the reddish ones. It's like they were painted over and they are white, and I think it fits in this neighborhood. Maybe it was originally this first building that is 3 floors high, just this big rectangle with a big chimney also that is on the side, that is in red bricks, and maybe originally that was the building that was there. They painted over the main building, and then they added the extensions in the wood sidings. This is my little story, backstory for this building there. And because also we are in this industrial neighborhood, it fits also in the neighborhood, because maybe the original building was like maybe an old, I don't know, warehouse or something like maybe the foundry, because actually the lot that was there first, I don't know if I told you at the beginning of the video, this was a lot where we had a household living there. We had also a house there, and the lot was called the old foundry. So it was maybe an old foundry that the people renovated and added some more extensions and things like that. So this is a little bit this kind of story that I have for this build here. But now I am talking a lot, and we are already inside, and you are seeing the first room, the main room, where your customers, they enter this room, and you have a lot of counters, a lot of it's like a big kitchen really, with a lot of with some stoves, some stove tops, some also ovens. We have the sinks. I love this fireplace that came also with the expansion pack. Also, information, the kitchen set that I'm using in this build, all the kitchen set here in the school and also in the apartment upstairs, the kitchens are from the Home Chef also. So I think the old Home Chef also is perfect for this, because it's really kind of a Home Chef build really. And as you can see, I also placed the food stand in front of the building that came with the Home Chef also game pack. Was it a game pack? No, it was a stuff bag. Yeah, the Home Chef hustle. So, oh no, I'm not. No, 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 no. Is the kitchen from the Home Chef hustle? Yes, it's from the Home Chef hustle. Exactly. I'm not saying. I'm not lying. This is from the Home Chef hustle. The fridge as well. The small, the tiny dishwashers, also the appliances like the ovens, the oven for the pizza and stuff like that. All the cabinets also from the Home Chef also. How the food stand outside ties in with this school, it doesn't really match with the school, because yeah, for the gameplay it doesn't really make sense to have the food stall outside, because what I wanted and what I had in mind for the food stall is that maybe the students here in the school would have maybe sometimes a little fair outside, but the thing is that I realized that the sales that you make on this food stall don't apply to your small business. So yeah, I don't know if you decide to use it, you can use it anyway, but it doesn't really go in the gameplay for the small business, because this is some sales that you will not have you will not have a profit from this. You will have for your household, but it doesn't go into your small business profit anyway. Yeah, and also we will be able to sell items here, because I placed some displays upstairs and downstairs as well, where it seems we'll be able to sell the dishes that you make, you the owners, but also the students. When your students cook dishes, they just leave it there, mind you, because I set the business settings in this way. They are not allowed to eat. I didn't place in the requirements for the activities that the customers can have on the lot, I didn't include eating. So all the dishes, they go into the sales. So we can, when you sims, I mean when your customers make some dishes, you can go back into build by mode and then place those dishes directly into on the displays, and then they will be able to be sold by the customers that come in. So it's very it's so much fun. I love this bag, really. This is my favorite kind of gameplay, having a small business. I've always loved this. But yeah, as you could see, I didn't really talk about everything that we had upstairs, but as you can see now, we have a small kind of back kitchen where we have the big kind of stove or appliance for the chefs that came with the dine out, and I really love it. And maybe they are also training some chefs to be people who want to have their restaurant or work at restaurants. So we have this kind of big stove or big stand for it's a chef station, isn't it? I think it's called a chef station. So I really love this little back kitchen there with the chef station. It makes it very professional and stuff. I love it. So placing a lot of clutter here and there to make this school look lived in, and also I placed a display on the other side there where I could place some items here and there. So we have two types of displays in this with this expansion pack. We have the displays that are refrigerated, and it's the one that is where we have the glass that is in the middle of the room there, and where I place some some things like pots and pans, but really it's for the dishes because it's refrigerated, so the food is conserved and kept well for a long time. And we also have the other displays that are tall, and these are, in this particular case, just for the pots and pans that they can sell, or maybe cooking books that they can sell as well in the school. But yeah, now we are downstairs in the basement, and this is where I made the classroom. So the classroom is composed of this whiteboard here that came also with the expansion pack, and with, of course, we have an island island counters where you have we have the stove tops and also sinks, and the ovens are on the other side of the room. They are just behind the main islands in the middle there. I really love this little school, and I love those little books here that she plays, the cooking books with the recipes that I'm placing here and there. They also came with the expansion pack, and yeah, the backsplash that I'm using throughout the school premises, it's not the same one that I will be using upstairs, but in the school, the floor tiles are from the base game, my favorite ones from the base game, the latest one that came out in another update, and also the backsplash are from the base game, that particular base game update that is very dear to my heart. So I decided to go with a color scheme of green and maybe some dashes of red here in the classroom, the green for the backsplash and the red for the sitting spots. And upstairs is just, I think the backsplash is it's black, I think so. But yeah, placing some wall decorations here and there. The wall decorations mainly came from Dine Out. Dine Out comes in very handy with this kind of build, with this school. You can see here we have also the bathroom, and with the perfect, very beautiful bathroom stalls that came with the expansion pack. And these are the prettiest bathroom stalls that we get with the game. They look so classy. They look like bathroom stalls that you will have in a spa. Maybe I need to build a spa, but I've already built a spa in the past. That was a very huge spa. In my very, very early days in The Sims 4, I built a very huge spa because I love the gameplay with Spa Day. So I don't know. Maybe I will try to build a spa with a small spa with this, maybe with this this expansion pack. I have so many ideas for things I want to build, but I don't know if I will have the time to build all of this. But yeah, just in front of this classroom here, what you're seeing is kind of a little showroom space where we are selling pots and pans and different kitchen items, really, and also a lot of books that you will see on the side there, cooking books. The big huge wall decorations, wall art that we have behind little offset here are from Dine Out, obviously, and I think they are so aesthetic and I love them so much, those wall arts. But you cannot place them in every house, really. They are very big and I really do love them. They're really aesthetic to me, aesthetically pleasing to my eye. But yeah, you're seeing here the cooking books that I'm placing here are actually from the ones that are open are from the Home Chef also, and the ones that are not open on the bottom shelves are actually from the Cool Kitchen, if I'm not mistaken. So we have pretty much a lot of items that go with this little build here, and that come from different packs, like the Dine Out, the Home Chef also, and the Cool Kitchen are all three things that are very much came in very handy for this pack and for this build. And if I think I've heard that we will have a stuff pack, or no, a kit that is about kitchen clutter, and I can't wait. I really can't wait. I love kitchen clutter. I love clutter as a whole. I really do love my. These are the clutter kits. Are I think the kits that I use the most. Um, like the bathroom clutter and the everyday clutter. So I can't wait for the kitchen clutter as well. So now we are upstairs. We are in the apartment. I had a hard time finding the right color scheme. As I said in the other build that I built with this, the last one that I built with this expansion pack, I had a hard time with finding the right color scheme, the theme, the theme that I wanted for this room. Maybe, I don't know. It's because the different swatches that we get for the furniture, we don't have a lot of them, so it wasn't very easy to work around this. Usually what I do, I don't know, I tried to find, maybe I settled for the black swatch because I couldn't do any better with what I wanted. I wanted the interior look to look a little more neutral, because we are still in the Scandinavian style home, so I didn't want it to be too busy. I didn't want it to be too flashy. This had to be neutral and simple and clean. So this is why I couldn't use those swatches that had patterns either. I didn't want to stay on the white swatches either, so I had to settle for the black swatch on the furniture in this living room, and then I had to work around this. And I thought that the brown walls looked a little too dull for this room. I love the brick walls at the back of the house, on the back of the room, on the accent wall. I love it, but I thought it looked a little too dull, especially with those curtains that are also brown, so a lot of brown going on. And so I decided to change the wall colors to something a little more bright, a little brighter, upbeat. So I changed it for white, but I think I will come back and change for something else that will be wooden kind of walls. And I think there were the walls from the Book Nook. I really do love those walls from Book Nook. But yeah, now still continuing furnishing this room here with the dining room. Very minimalistic, straightforward dining room, not much to say. Those lights here that I'm placing up on top of the table also came from the pack. The table and the chairs came from the pack. Trying to place a rug from the pack as well here, so I think, yes, I ended up with this rug, didn't change it in the end. And yeah, so it's kind of, I wasn't really happy with how it turned out. Yes, I also, at first I wasn't really happy with how it turned out, but in the end I came, yeah, it grew. It grew on me. I also changed the flooring to, I think those kind of flooring also came with the latest base game update, and I've never ever used those in my builds before, and I just noticed them there. I had completely forgotten they existed, and so I was very happy because they gave the room another dimension, and I really liked how they looked in this room, rather than the other floorboards that I used were from the Businesses and Hobbies expansion pack, but these are from the base game, and they are a little classier, and I like that, so I decided to go with that. Now we are in the other side, so we will have 3 rooms here. We have a kitchen first, that is the biggest room. We will have the bathroom as well, and also the office or study area / spare bedroom or guest room. So for the floors in the kitchen, I settled for the floor tiles from Get Famous, and the walls, I think they are from Spa Day. I did a lot of trials and errors with those, with also the color scheme that I wanted for this for this kitchen, and I settled for this. I think this was the best looking one at the time. I don't know. So now you're seeing me changing also the walls for the from the white walls for the living room, from the white walls to the wood panels from Book Nook, and I really like how it looked. It looked better, in my opinion. Now the bathroom. This is a small bathroom. We have just one bathroom in this apartment. It's a very small apartment, so it's a typical just a long bathroom with my favorite bathtub slash shower combo that comes from growing together. This is also a brown bathroom, so I realized that I have a lot of neutral colors, like earthy tones, natural tones, and this is exactly in line with what I wanted with this house, with the architecture that I chose for this house, like the Scandinavian. I don't know really if the interior, the decoration and furnishing of the interior goes well with what is really acceptable for Scandinavian interior decoration. I have no idea, but the only thing that I know is that the Scandinavian style is really earthy and neutral and natural tones, and that's what I went for in this house and in this build. Now we are in the study. So the desk here, I didn't take the desk from the businesses and hobbies expansion pack because it's just a one tile desk. Sorry. And it's getting a little late, so I'm starting to slur my words because I'm getting a little tired. Sorry about that, but yeah. So this is a desk, a two tiles desk. I didn't like the look of the one tile desk, especially if we want this office space to look a little more for an adult. So that's why I use this one with also clean lines, minimalistic lines, and this desk is from Snowy Escape. This is another expansion pack where we have this kind of clean lines and clean design for the furniture. The bookcase that we have on the side here is also from the businesses and hobbies expansion pack, and the little bed on the side is only from the Dream Home Decorator expansion game pack. Yeah, I love having, as I told you, I love having, when I have a small home, I love having a spare bedroom that is also an office space for the owner of the house, for the household, or for the owner. And this is something that we usually see in real life very often in people's homes. So that's just something that I really like doing as well, because I love to have a realistic kind of builds, realistic houses that look lived in and stuff. But yeah, now we are upstairs, and upstairs we have only 2 bedrooms. We have a third room on this floor, the 3rd floor, which is not really a room. It's on the other side of the building. You cannot access it from this part of the house. You can only access it from the kitchen that is downstairs, and you take a ladder and you go up 1 floor and you go on a terrace on the floor, like a rooftop with grass on top. And I also placed a lounge chair. You have seen it in a little earlier in the video, I guess. But yeah, this is the parents' bedroom, and I love the vibe of it. I decided to get rid of the ceiling light and just place those fairy lights here and there, and also the bedside table lamps. And so it gives it a warmer atmosphere. Something that looks cozy, and when you go after work, after a long day of work, you just go and just cuddle in bed with a bed and with a book, and it's that's the feel that I wanted for this bedroom, especially because we have the fireplace in the bedroom as well. This is like so cozy. I would love to to sleep in this bedroom. Now we are seeing the child's bedroom. So in my mind, for this little family, we have two parents. I mean, it's not just in my mind, I also created them. Probably will share them on the gallery as well. I don't remember their names. I don't remember their name. Anyway, they will be in the description box. But yeah, so it's a little family with parents, two parents, mom and dad, and also a child, a girl who is a preteen. Technically she's not a preteen in Sims years, because she's nowhere near her teen years, because I just created them. But this is a bedroom for a preteen, so she's still a child, but she's starting to grow up. She has her own little desk from Comfy Gamer. Also, I gave her the little computer, cutesy little computer that came with the pastel pop. She has her own mirror and stuff. So she's a geek, actually. She loves video games, as you could see. As you could tell by the Comfy Gamer stuff that I placed everywhere in her bedroom, and also the big picture of a game that is just on top of her desk there. I used to play some fairy lights. I love the fairy lights that came with this pack, and I also used the same vibe as her parents' room for her bedroom. I got rid of the big light on the ceiling, and I only placed the fairy lights, and also of course the children's light in her bedroom, so it makes for a warmer atmosphere, cozier atmosphere here. So I thought at this point, I had finished furnishing the entire interior, so I went back outside and finished the exterior. And then oops, I realized when I was ready to actually take pictures of the lot for the video, I realized that the kitchen wasn't done. So I had to go back in the kitchen and just furnish the kitchen. This is actually the last room that I'm furnishing and decorating. As I told you, everything, the cabinets and everything come from the Home Chef Hustle. The fridge as well, the stove. Yes, the stove as well. It's a modern kind of kitchen, and also I wanted them to have a big kitchen because both the parents love cooking. The dad is actually a chef. The mom has also a pretty decent level in baking and cooking, even though she doesn't have the aspiration of being a chef or something like the dad, but she is actually the owner of the cooking school. But the dad is actually the teacher and the mentor for most of the students, and the mom is taking care of most of the businessy things, So yeah, also had to place this little cooking book here for the recipes. And yeah, I think we are at the end of this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to give it a little thumbs up if you liked it, and to subscribe to the channel if you want to see more in the future. So hope to see you next time from next video, guys, and in the meantime, take care. Bye.